Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast.
Hi.
My name is Kelee.
I'm Jimmy.
We are Swifties.
Yeah, forever.
Okay, so we're doing bonus content now, and we're going to do a little recap of our Taylor Swift experience, in addition to the one that Rebecca and I did on our main episode. But Jimmy went to a different show than us, so we're going to hear about his experience. He was at the infamous show where Taylor yelled at the security guard. So we're going to get a first-hand account of what happened, and then I need to hear your thoughts on surprise songs, and we can compare anything else that comes to mind.
Okay, I think that's a great idea.
Yay!
Yeah. Hey, stop.
Hey!
She's fine.
She wasn't doing anything. Hey!
Now we got bad blood. Stop.
Now we got bad blood. Hey, stop. Now we got bad.
Yes, I was there. Okay, do you just want the recap?
Yeah, or do you want to give me like your whole day leading up to it? Or
Okay,
I don't
sure.
know, whatever you want.
Yeah, so I went to the Saturday show in Philly. Well, it was raining that day a little bit during the day.
Oh.
So you had the perfect weather day.
We
in terms
did.
of and Sunday was really good as well.
Yeah.
But Saturday, it was raining a little bit. Nothing crazy, but, there were some raindrops falling, like teardrops on a guitar. And, the girlies didn't want their hair to get ruined. I get it. I understand. So I ended up not going down. Well, also, so I had a fiasco.
Oh, no.
I was asking everyone, what's your outfit? What's your outfit? And then they would ask me, what's your outfit? And every time I was like, I don't know. I don't have anything. All I have are these heart sunglasses. So then Thursday, I went out for the 76ers game. And my friend was like, what are you wearing? And I was like, I don't have an outfit still. And she was like, what? You're asking us about our outfits. You don't have an outfit. I'm like, no. So I just at the bar, ordered on Amazon, light blue overalls. I was like,
Cute.
Oh, I'll wear light blue overalls, whatever. To get delivered on Saturday, of course, because, last minute. And I was tracking the Amazon bus all morning. It was 10 stops away at 11:30. It did not move for 4 hours.
Nuh-uh.
So Britt and
How?
Tyler, my friends, were getting here. I went and tracked down the Amazon bus. I was like, please, I will Venmo you. I had offered him a Gatorade because I didn't have cash. He wanted nothing to do with it. He was like, no, I have to drop it off on your step. It's our rule. And I'm like, okay, I get it, whatever. After that, it came within 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I guess he was just chilling, and I get it. It was raining, whatever. I'm not hating on the Amazon employee.
Why was it sitting for 4 hours? Just because he was taking a break or something?
I guess, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It did get here. We were waiting for it. We were just sitting here ready to go.
Oh my
I just threw it on. It was too big on me. I wore it anyways. So we went down, hung out in the parking lot for about an hour and a half. My friend wanted merch, so we went inside around 5:30ish. Sat down, saw Gail and Phoebe Bridgers. Ended up in a section somehow very close to the stage.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that
How?
only lasted for Gail and half of Phoebe Bridgers, because then the person who
Oh,
was
a
supposed to be sitting
100
there-
section.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were gorgeous seats, just didn't work out. So we went back to our regular seats in the nosebleeds.
I was wondering how you got pictures from two places on your Instagram.
Yeah, that was it. We just, wandered down. Nothing. I mean, it was no big deal. We were happy to move, I was actually already gone by the time that they had to move, because I had went to go and meet my other friend. And yeah, so we went up to the stage, to the seats. I honestly enjoyed being on the nosebleed section where I was, because I was right at the 50-yard line. She was in the middle of the stage the entire show, pretty much. The stage was half the show, I felt like.
Yeah.
It was changing colors the whole time, and
Yeah.
it really assisted in me crying during August. It was beautiful,
Yeah.
So that was great, and we were enjoying the show, and then Taylor had some bad blood on her hands all of a sudden. Took us by surprise in the crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what was going on. Some people thought that, so how during the shows leading up, how they have her in the glass boxes?
Yes.
And Speak Now was trying to break out.
Oh
so
my
people
gosh,
knew Speak Now
yes.
was going to be breaking out. Well, now, another hot take.
Oh, wait, is that an Easter egg thing?
That's an Easter egg thing.
Shut up. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so
Or I didn't
Speak
put it
Now.
together.
So the whole time Speak Now has been trying, the person that's in the box has been trying to break out. And then eventually they broke out, obviously, Speak Now July 7th. Taylor's version.
This woman is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I adore her. Wow.
Same. And so I guess all the boxes of the Taylor's versions have been together already. So Speak Now was now in that one, Red's in that one, Fearless is in that one.
What do you mean
so
in the box together?
They've been separating them, and the ones that are Taylor's version have been coming forward on the stage.
Shut
the ones
up.
that aren't have been going back. 1989 has been trying to break out now, starting at the Philly shows, and moved forward.
Stop.
So when she started singing Bad Blood, and then she was like, stop. She wasn't doing anything. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, she's about to, and we thought, it's the 13th. It's
Oh
her
my
only
God,
13th
you were there.
show.
Yes, May 13th.
She acknowledged that in the beginning. She was like, you made it to my show on the 13th of May in my
God.
hometown. Like, you know, so
In
she was
my
kind of doing that.
hometown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So we thought maybe that's like what was going on. Like maybe she
Wow.
was like doing something to be like, stop and like gonna announce something. No. So we were all just very confused.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was happening. You know what I mean? Like at the time. But like clearly, because then she turned around at that one point and started walking away and then turned around again and went back.
Yeah.
And was like, she's fine. Like, you know what I mean?
So was she over there on that part of the stage looking? Like, I was talking to my dad about it, and my dad's like, oh, I wonder if she saw this guy yell at the fans like multiple times and then she finally had enough, or if that was the first time she saw the guy do something.
So apparently he was yelling at like the group of girls in that section the entire time.
Yeah.
But then during that part, she goes to the corner of the stage and takes like a pause and like bends over and just like looks.
Okay.
And I think when she was doing that, they were freaking out again, the girls.
Okay.
And then I guess he started like apprehending or like touching one of the girls to like move them.
Wow.
And that's when she was like, stop. Like,
Yeah.
but you could see her face change.
Yes, I saw the video. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you really can.
Yeah. So I think like that's when she was really like, what the heck? Like,
Was her face zoomed in on the big screen at that point?
Yes.
So you saw her face change.
Yep.
On the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like she also was playing the persona of like, we have bad blood. So it wasn't like, oh my God, like something's actually happening. Like I thought it was kind of part of the show.
Yeah.
Until she started saying that, obviously, because like while she is a human, she's also a perfect performer.
Right.
And she doesn't really break, you know?
Yeah.
So everyone in the crowd, we were all like, what? And then it was almost awkward because she then like continued on with the performance. She had to get back to the middle of the screen because then the like flame shot up.
Oh.
So she had to get back to the middle of the stage. So then like we were all like still singing, but kind of like it got quieter.
So at that point, you didn't understand what just happened.
No. No one really knew until like we all, even walking out, that's what everyone in the stage, like in the crowd were saying to each other.
Yeah.
We're all like, what do you think was going on?
That's
and
so
then
funny.
we kind of figured out then from social media like what happened.
Wow.
And it was like trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it was like the number 4 trend as we were walking out of the stadium because of people watching live streams and stuff, I guess.
Wow.
Like she didn't do anything was trending, just like she didn't do anything was trending on Twitter. So we were clicking on it and that's how we all kind of figured out what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, that was the fan view from the nosebleeds on the opposite side of the stadium.
Okay.
Of what happened. Because maybe we would have saw it more if it were on our side, but it was on the other side of the stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. But overall, the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life. I mean, I've been in and out of like the Swiftie phase for a while now. I fell off a little bit during Reputation. Ended up being my favorite part of the set. Reputation was my
amazing.
favorite.
Yes.
That album is meant to be played in a stadium.
It really is.
Yeah. She could command that stage like no one else.
She's amazing.
Yeah. And like last night I watched the Reputation documentary like on Netflix of like her show. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even compare to the Eras tour. Like she's just upped her game.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it was a great show, Reputation too. I saw her for 1989 too. Loved the shows, but like this is like the tour of her lifetime, you could tell.
I agree with you about the stage being a huge part of the show because obviously all the videos that go viral are the videos on the floor when she's like right in front of you, which of course those are like the most jarring when no one's ever been that close to her, or if most people haven't been that close to her. But I agree, the stage was a huge part of it, and you can't see anything if there's like a tall person in front of you. Mm-mm. So when we were buying the tickets, like obviously you don't really have a choice because of the ticket fiasco. We would take anything we could get. But my friend and I who were buying tickets together were like, I almost don't want to sit on the floor because there's no pit. So what's the point? Like everyone has an assigned seat, and then you can't see anything if someone's standing in front of you.
Right.
So I was so happy with our seats. We got so lucky and we were in the 100s, and the seats were amazing because you could see the entire stage. And like when she dives under the stage and then swims, like nobody on the floor could see that.
Right.
And just the stage itself was so shocking. It was so flawless and so perfectly designed. Like all the TV screens would open and then create a door, and people would come out, and then they would close so seamlessly. And when the part in the middle would come up and go down, I was just amazed by it. I'm like, who designs this? Like, who creates this and like keeps it running every single day? And like, I don't know, it just was mind blowing. I've never seen anything like that.
And how like the stage, I mean, obviously it's an Eras tour, right? So every era kind of had its own separate part of the show.
Yeah.
And the stage was transformed for that era.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a different stage.
Yeah.
Like Evermore, like literal trees came out of the stage.
Yeah.
And then the trees just disappeared after Evermore. And then Folklore, like the house was brought out. You know what I mean? Like, or like the cabin, you know what I mean?
It was shocking.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was the production unbeatable. I mean, you could tell, and I'm sure she's pulling in easily $1 million every night of the tour.
Do you think?
Oh, easily.
Oh, with the merch and everything.
Everything, yeah, and like completely sold out. There was not an empty seat in that stadium.
Not one.
So I feel like she probably was like, anything that you think will up this level, let's do it. Like, I don't think there was a price tag on set.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, they just went for it.
Apparently there was like 90 tractor trailers. That's how many it takes. It was amazing. I feel so lucky that I got to go.
Me too. Yeah.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really trying to remember like the feeling of being in the stadium and like looking around and feel like it's so loud in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yet you can hear every single word she says so clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone in there just loves her as much as the next person.
Yeah.
And there was not one empty seat. Like everyone was so close together in a good way. It was fine.
And everyone was very respectful in the crowd. You know what I mean? It was it was just such like a loving, every type of person was there. There were dads, there were moms, there were grandmas, grandpas.
Yeah.
There were little kids. There were everyone our age. You know what I mean? And everyone had just had a different take on it. And it was just, it was one of the best days of my life, I feel like.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
And in the past, I feel like there has been, I don't know the word for it, but like almost competition between fans where everyone's like trying to prove themselves and like prove that like they like Taylor more than you. Or like when she used to do the tea parties where people would be picked from the crowd and then people that wore those like crazy special outfits would get picked. And now it's like everyone is in that special outfit. But I just feel now that everyone is just more supportive. Like you don't see someone else in an outfit and think like, oh, she's crazy, or like, oh, she's fake, like doesn't like Taylor as much as I do, or whatever. It's like we were walking through the parking lot being like, your outfit's amazing, or you guys look amazing, you're incredible, love you. Like everyone was just so supportive of the next person. And the thing about the trading of the friendship bracelets was so sweet. It was just so fun.
I want to bring back friendship bracelets all the time.
We should.
They're
cute.
I know. I meant to put mine on. I forgot. They're cute.
Yeah.
They all have meaning.
Yeah.
Like I have a You're on Your Own Kid one. That song is like the song of my life right now. You know what I mean? Like I just like love the meaning behind the song.
Yeah.
I think that we should bring them back, you know?
I think I'm going to wear these for the summer.
Yeah.
On and off.
You should.
I have so many.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I love them.
I meant to ask you, so you went on Friday night. How long was the applause after Champagne Problems?
Okay. I don't know. It was definitely long, maybe like a minute or two. But I remembered seeing a video on TikTok that was like Nashville Champagne Problems gave her a 4-minute standing ovation or something like that. And then I didn't even remember that until right after when everyone was screaming for so long. And in my mind, I was like, are people doing this on purpose? Because like typically you would like move the show along. Like, and she could have stopped if she wanted to. Like at any time, you know, she could be like, okay, on to the next. And like people will listen to her. So I was a little bit confused about why it lasted so long, TBH.
Right.
But it did last probably a minute.
See, Saturday.
Maybe 2.
That's why, and I know the bad blood incident, whatever, like, and I'm like privy to this because I was there, you know, the applause and just people yelling after Champagne Problems, at least 4 minutes long. People would not stop.
Yeah.
She like took both of her
I saw a video of that.
She got up at one point and
Wow.
like she said like, you guys are so loud, and she was mouthing. She was like, holy shit. And people were not stopping. Everyone was just so excited. I could not stop yelling. My voice still isn't normal. Like
I know,
you can hear
mine
my
too.
voice. It's still not normal.
Yeah.
Monday I barely had a voice at school, speech therapist of the year here. And I literally like barely had a voice. I was like, you guys gotta just bear with me here.
Aw.
But they were all so excited to see like my pictures and videos from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was like, I've never been anywhere that was as loud as that.
Wait, so the bad blood was before that? I forgot the order already.
No, I think that was after it.
Okay.
Right?
I thought it was after it.
Yeah, because
then I was
Evermore was like pretty early on.
Okay.
Because Champagne Problems was Evermore, right?
Yeah, I thought it was 1989 and then Midnights and then it was over. I think 1989 was the last one. So I just got confused because I thought you said that the bad blood was before, but
Yeah, no. No, that was after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was Bad Blood and then the surprise songs, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't remember the order. That's so funny. I'm like already forgetting it.
I know. And I didn't mean to do this, but I was listening to like the Eras Tour set list a little bit on Spotify, like, and it would just play top to bottom.
Okay.
I completely forgot the order that they were in, which I was happy about because it surprised me and I was excited even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of the girls that were in my whole group that were all going Friday were like, oh, I don't want to know anything. Like, don't tell me anything. And I was like, I read the entire set list and I looked up what songs she had already sung and I forgot every single one of them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me too.
you don't, and I feel like that will give peace to people that want to like maintain the surprise. Just know that when you're in the stadium, you could read the set list 10 times. You're still not going to remember which one's next. Like, you're going to be so caught up in the moment. So if anyone's like worried about spoilers, I mean, they wouldn't be watching this. I feel like if you're worried about spoilers, but it was just so amazing and you're so caught up in the moment that everything feels like a surprise, even if you read the whole set list.
I agree. And I also will say too, if you're going, I was really stressed about the surprise songs.
Yes.
Like to the point where I was like, it's going to make or break my night.
I was thinking
and
the same.
I was so stressed out. Granted, I got two of my favorites.
Did you?
Two of my favorites,
okay,
yeah.
I want to talk about this next.
Yeah. I can't complain about that. But the show in general, like the surprise songs are literally like a 8-minute snippet of a 3.5 hour long show.
Right.
It did not make or break. It was a great like bonus.
Right.
Either way, it's like getting A or an A+. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's really not that big of a deal. So don't let that stress you out because I was stressed. I was losing sleep over it.
I was too. Wait, it's so funny. I am so happy that you said that for yourself because I really don't like the song This Love. And I was like, if she sings This Love, I'm going to be let down. And then also the song Ronin, his mom was at our show.
Right.
And so everyone was like, oh, she's probably going to play Ronin. And people were like, TBH, like that song is so sad that I just don't want to hear it because it's like, it's so sad in a way that none of her other songs are. Yeah. Like I cried during Marjorie. I mean, I cried during a few, but Ronin would just hit different. And I'm like, to be completely honest, I couldn't handle hearing that. It's like, I just didn't want to hear it. And then people were guessing maybe she would sing Bigger Than the Whole Sky in honor of him. And I'm like, that would also wreck me, but I do like that song. So I would take it. It's more metaphorical than literal.
Right.
Like Ronin is like a literal story. And I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't handle that. But yeah, we got Gold Rush and Come Back Be Here.
Yeah.
Gold Rush was amazing. That is one of my favorites. And I loved Come Back Be Here because that's a song that I feel like she will never play again.
Right.
Like, unless it's a surprise song, that's just not a song you go to for a set list. So I was like, that was really cool to hear that. And then I feel like I half accidentally manifested This Love for the Saturday show because all week, all I thought was, please don't play This Love. Please don't play This Love. And then she played on Saturday and I was out with some friends and we were in an Uber from like a bar to home and Rebecca texted me and goes, OMG, I can't believe she played This Love. And I'm like, wait. And then I immediately look it up and see that she had just played it like an hour ago. And I turned around in the car and I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. I have to take this conversation. And my friend Kelee, who sat with me, we sat together during the show. She was in the back and I'm like, Kelee, she sung This Love tonight. I was like, I can't express how lucky we are. We got songs that we love. And then it literally seemed like everyone who was there on Saturday loved the song This Love. Yeah. And I was like, this could not be more faded.
Right.
Like everyone got what they wanted, which is so crazy.
And I was bummed about Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Because I love Gold Rush too.
Yeah.
I listened to the videos of it. It probably was different being inside. I didn't love the acoustic version of it as much because I feel like the like outros or whatever you call them require a little bit of like production, whereas like it was just acoustic. Still sounded great. You know? So I was bummed about that, but then we ended up with Forever and Always.
Oh my God, one of her. But I would have taken a song that I hated. I think This Love and Forever and Always would have made up for it for me.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes me back to driving around in my Chevy Cavalier and like popping the CD in high school and just belting it out. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
I love that song. So when she played that, I was like, okay, like I don't even care about the second song. Yeah. And then This Love came on and it's from 1989, right? Yeah, I love 1989. I mix up the albums all the time, so that's why I had to clarify.
They all blend together at some point.
Yeah, and there's so many, but I love that song from 1989. I mean, there are others that I like a little bit more, but I really liked it. It was beautiful. All the lights were blue. It was like a whole vibe.
Yeah.
And it sounded beautiful the way that she sang it with the piano. I also was just nervous because, like I said, I've gone in and out a little bit, and I had the biggest fear that I was not going to know the songs.
Oh.
Like, I was like, what if I don't know the 2 surprise songs? Like, what if I don't know them? Because there are some that, like, especially too, like, from the Volt track, some of them, like, I don't know all of them, all the words, you know what I mean?
Me too. I feel like some of them fly under the radar for me. Like, I know them, but I wouldn't know every single word for every single one of them.
Right. So that's why I was a little bit nervous. But yeah, both of them great. And then
that's awesome.
Sunday night I went out and sat in the parking lot. So I got to hear The Best Day, which I've been like waiting for, and Hey Steven. And
oh my God.
Like, again, you could have subbed out Hey Steven with Forever and Always. I would be just as happy.
Yeah.
I love Hey Steven. I know a lot of people don't. I love
it. I love it.
Yeah, it's just like that old school reminiscent part of me loves that.
Yeah.
Like all of those songs, you know?
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 10 out of 10 experience. I was like, it was worth it because I really was, seeing I have a trip planned coming up, and I was seeing some of them dollar signs that people were getting for their tickets. And I was like, but I also then was like, morally, I can't do that. I was
thinking the same thing because there was a time where my friend was potentially working on Friday, and it was a thing that could not be moved. And I was so sad, but I'm like, I could potentially take both of our tickets, sell them for a few $1,000s, and then buy one not as good ticket in another part of the stadium and just like go alone and then keep a few hundred that I have left over.
Right.
But I was like, that's almost like dirty, I feel like, because I feel like people have been sacrificing a lot to get to the show. And it's like, you don't need to sell tickets for like thousands of dollars more than their face value just to like get a cheap get a quick dollar. Like that just isn't fair, I feel like. And I don't know, I would have felt so bad if I did that. So I was so glad that we didn't have to sell or whatever.
Especially seeing the amount of people that were sitting outside that could not get the tickets.
Yeah.
And like, I almost felt guilty even being inside because I saw all the people outside, and I was like, oh my God, like this is a point of privilege being inside the stadium right now.
100%.
You know what I mean? And granted, like I know that I work very hard for my money, you know what I mean? But like, and I lucked out getting them at face value. So another reason why I was like, no.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad that there's like that one Twitter account, like Eras Tour Resale, they're only allowing people to resell for like face value.
Oh, that's
and verifying it so people aren't getting like scammed.
Wait, so face value though, that changed on the day of, because for my tickets, they were more than the original face value. But remember there was like price fluctuation?
Yeah.
Ours had gone up an insane amount, but we still bought them directly from Ticketmaster and they weren't like resold. So were yours like the original face value?
Like I was in the second level, but I think I paid, I don't know, maybe it did, but I think it was $146 for my seat.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that seems like it would be face value.
Like with fees, it was $146. So,
okay.
Again, that's why. But like I could have flipped that around and sold my seat for $2,000.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it.
No, I know. I feel like a lot of people probably made that decision too, to not sell them for that much money after seeing like how sad people were.
Right. And remembering like the stress of that day that those tickets went on sale. I have not felt that level of stress, I don't think, ever.
No. And I did feel also like guilt being inside, but I was so happy that I'm pretty sure all of my friends who are major Swifties were there or got tickets to at least one show. So I'm like, I don't feel as guilty. Like if I got tickets and my sister didn't, I feel like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Right.
I would feel so bad.
Yeah, I know. My friend who had come with me, because I was able to get 2. So I had one extra one, and she had plans to go with other people.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get tickets like at all.
Yeah.
So she felt really guilty even coming with me and was like really stressed out about it. But at the end of the day, that's just what happened. You know, you can't plan for everything. And she was my first concert that I went to by myself without my parents.
She was mine too, in a stadium like that. Actually, probably ever. But
I wasn't even in a stadium. She opened for Rascal Flatts in Scranton.
Oh my God.
And I was on the lawn, and half the lawn left. It was just her debut album. She went on stage with their guitar. I'll never forget it. And that's why I was like, no, like I went to see her in 1989 rap. Like I was like, I deserve to be here.
Yes.
Like too. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I have been a day one fan. So.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I hate feeling like you don't deserve to go, but yeah, we We deserved it. We paid. We work hard.
Yeah.
We paid for our tickets, and we enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So we got it.
And I hope everyone that listens is able to get a ticket too.
And I think that they will probably do a tour video on Netflix.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't imagine they're not doing that.
No.
And so I'm hoping that they're recording every surprise song and it'll all be on Netflix for everyone to watch forever.
Yeah, me too. They got to do that.
Yeah.
The way that the show is set up, I think it's made for that.
Yeah.
There's no way they're not doing it. I don't know what shows they'll record. Probably either New York or LA, I would assume, but either way. So, yeah.
Well, that's our recap.
Woo!
Hope you guys liked it.
Make the friendship bracelets.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our little recap, and we're going to get into our next piece of bonus content on this nice roof.
Yes.
Woo! Anyway, what can we say? What's a Taylor Swift reference to end on? You're on your own, kids? That doesn't really fit. Wow, that bird is so loud. Hopefully the audio is good on this. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah.
But don't rip me apart. It's our first time.
Let us know if you like the different location thing that we're trying out, right?
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you.
It's a love story. Baby, just say yes.
Cute.
Okay.
Love ya.
Bye.